Good morning, student. Today we'll discuss the delta star transformation. Okay. Okay. So this is the delta. This is the star connection. Okay. Now this figure shows the three resistors are there: R1, R2, and R3. They are connected in close, or we can also call it as a delta, to the three terminals A, B, C. Okay. And their numerical subscript, that means 1, 2, 3, being opposite to the terminals A, B, and C. Okay. So it is possible to replace these delta registers by three registers RA, RB, and RC connected respectively between the same terminals A, B, and C, and a common point is here S. Okay. So such as arrangement is called as the star connected. It will be now the letter subscripts are now those of the terminals of which respective registers are connected. Okay. So now if the star connected network is to be equivalent to the delta connected network, then registers between any two terminals, suppose this terminals A and B, is must be same as that of between the same terminals of this second figure A and B. So suppose we have to consider here, suppose if the star connected network, if the star connected network is to be equivalent of delta connected network, equivalent of the delta connected network, then resistance between any two terminals then resistance between any two terminals, for example A and B, for star connection is same is same to the resistance between terminals A and B for delta connection. Okay. So therefore, if you consider these terminals A and B, these terminals A and B, and these terminals A and B. So these terminals A and B, we have the circuit having resistors. This R3 and these two, they are in parallel. If you consider terminals A and B, then there are two paths, they are parallel to each other, and therefore their resistance RAB is equal to, we can write resistance RAB is equal to, we can write here R3, this resistance, they are in parallel with R1 plus R2. Okay, so R3 into R1 plus R2 divided by the addition of all these three resistance. Okay, we'll give this name to this equation number 1. Okay, similarly, from the figure 2, this is a figure 2, suppose, and what is the resistance between A and B now? It is RA plus RB. Okay, so from figure 2 we can write, what is RAB? RAB we can write here RA plus RB. The small letters RA plus RB. So this is equation number 2. So in order that the networks A and B may be equivalent to each other, if these networks are equivalent to each other, then we can write the values of RAB in equation 1 and in equation 2, they must be equal. Okay, if these networks, they are equivalent to each other, then we can write this RAB is equal to RAB, these two equations, and therefore we can write further RA plus RB is equal to R3 into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is equation number 3. So similarly, we can write for the other, suppose B and C. Now this is the terminal B and C. So how many paths are there? There are two parallel paths. This is one path and this is another path. So we can write for the BC. We can write the resistance BC RBC is equal to R1 is in parallel with R2 plus R3, and therefore R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is equation number 4. Similarly, in the second figure, we have to write the resistance between B and C. It is a RB plus RC. So from the networks, we can again write in the second figure what is the resistance between terminal B and C. It is a RB plus RC. RB plus RC. So this is equation number 5. And as these networks are equivalent to each other, therefore we can equate this equation number 4 and 5. And therefore we can write here RB plus RC is equal to R1. We can solve this R1 plus R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So similarly, we can consider for the third, the resistance between C and A, and I can directly write here RA plus RC is equal to R1 R2 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, the resistance between terminal AC. What is, I would directly write the resistance between A and C terminal. So this is A and C. So how many parallel paths are there? Two parallel paths. This one, and this is second. So R2 into R1 plus R3. R1 plus R3. If you solve this, we'll get this equation. So we have to find the values of here RA, RB, and RC. So we can add equation number. Now first we'll subtract the equation 6 from equation 6 from 7. We'll get subtracting equation 6 from 7, we'll get RA minus RC is equal to R2 R3 minus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is equation number 8. Now we have to add this equation 7 and 8. If you add equation number 7 and 8, you will get RA. We will get value of RA. Add equation 7 and 8, we get we have to add equation 7 and 8 and also divide it by 2. We have RA is equal to R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So RA, we have got RA is equal to R2 R3 divided by this 3. Similarly, we can write RB and RC. How you can write RB? RB we can write here R3 R1. R3 R1 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, and RC is equal to this. RC is equal to R2 R1, means R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So in this way we can find the relationship between star and delta. So these relations may express the equivalent star resistance connected to the given terminals is equal to the product of the two delta resistance connected to the same terminals divided by the sum of the delta resistance. So if you have to find the array resistance of the delta, then we have to take the product of the A terminals. These two resistances are connected to the A terminals, that is R2 and R3. Therefore, we have to take the product of this divided by all the resistance of the delta connected, addition of all the resistance of delta connected fashion. So in this way, we have calculated delta to star transformation. Now we'll see the star to delta transformation. So now let us consider now where to replace the star connected network. This star connected networks by the equivalent delta connected networks. Okay, and therefore we have to consider this equation just we have derived in case of the. So we'll give the name to this equation. This is 8 equation. This is 9, 10, and 11. So divide the equation 9 by the equation 10. Divide 9 by 10. Divide equation 9 by 10. We get, or we have, what is 9? 9 is RA divided by RB. RA divided by RB, and this is equal to, if you solve this, we'll get R2 by R1, and therefore we have to have the value of R2 is equal to RA R1 RA divided by RB. Okay, so this is the value of R2. Similarly, dividing the equation 9 by 11. Similarly, divide equation 9 by 11, we get 9 by 11. So 9 by 11 means RA by RC. RA by RC. We get here R3 by R1. Therefore, we have to find the value of R3 is equal to RA into R1 divided by RC. Okay, similarly, substituting for R2 and R3 in equation 9, we have We have to substitute these values of R2 and R3 in equation 9. This equation. We have to substitute values of R2 and R3. Substituting for R2 and R3 in equation 9. We have R1 is equal to R1 is equal to RB plus RC plus RB into RC divided by RA. This is equation number 12. Similarly, for the remaining, you get R2 is equal to RC plus RA plus RC RA divided by RB. This is equation number 13. First equation, and R3 is equal to RA plus RB plus RA RB divided by RC. This is equation number. So this is the relationship, and therefore the equivalent delta resistance between two terminals is same of the two star resistance connected to those terminals plus the product of this same two terminals divided by the third star resistance. I think this much is sufficient star to delta conversion. Thank you very much.